Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to yet another night of Flieger Farm on TV, or Flieger Farm TV on the pole, as we get ready and situated out here for tonight. We will have to see if our Discord works or not. It's been giving me some audio issues, so hopefully we can get that straightened out here tonight. And practice is winding down. I've got about 8 seconds here to go. And I'm trying to pull up something here so I can let all the viewers know who your 4 contenders are. And points resetted for it. Went on a reset for tonight. So these 4 drivers are the 4 to watch. You have Josh Cole in the number 43. You have Chris Pendle in number 94. You also have Mike Schaefer in the number 29. Now, last but not least, it's Rick Schneider. They're in the number 03. So as qualifying gets underway here, we'll see exactly who comes out on track. To get this night underway, good luck to all the drivers out here tonight as we get set ready to rock and roll here tonight. And hopefully those at least 4 drivers are here tonight. I see Josh, I see Chris, I see Matt, I see Mike, and I see Rick. So the 4 playoff contenders are here in this field of about 8 tonight. So the playoff contenders make up at least 8. As we're watching Brett Bray out here on track and at number 60, he's not a playoff contender. Josh Cole, though, is a playoff contender here in the Fligger Farm TV on the pole machine. Well, Fligger Farm TV machine, I should say, not quite on the pole. Just Fligger Farm TV in general. As we're watching them come down through here, no times yet for Rick Schneider, or Chris Pendle. Logan Spencer out on track now, as you see down there in the bottom. And he's going to lay down a time of a 36.293 for Spencer. Brett Bray comes across with a 36.076, putting himself into that pole position. As we're working around here, we're watching Josh Cole. See how Josh Cole does as he comes through here. We got pink on Pendle, so Pendle's quicker through that first section. And Josh Cole quick through the second section here, and he's had a 36.010 for Josh Cole. As we keep watching these times roll in here tonight for the championship race here for the Friggy Diggy Arca Series. Racing here from Homestead, Miami. As it is, Josh Cole running down here into the corner. See if he can make his second lap any faster. Looks like he's got pink for that first section, which means that is a quick time. Coming down here, and Schneider's laying down a 35.627. And Josh Cole lays down a 35.443 for his quick time here, still hanging on to that pole position. So as you see there, the time to beat down there across the bottom, and you can see the split there on the bottom of your screen. Pendle, 0.143 above Josh Cole. In that number 94. Paint schemes may not be completely correct here, so let's try to fix that. One of my programs must not have been open. Oh, 11 minutes to go in qualifying here tonight. Again, the 4 drivers to watch out for. Josh Cole, who's currently on pole. Chris Pendle, who's currently sitting there in second. Rick Schneider, and a number 03, currently sitting there in third. So your top 3 so far here through qualifying are all playoff contenders and looking for the championship here tonight. The last one that has not qualified yet is Mike Schaefer, and looks like he's coming out on track now. See where Mike puts his time. As he needs to be at a 35.443. Right now he's at a 35.675. Right behind Rick Schneider. Getting a little loose off the corner. Green there in sector 1. And he rolls across. Looks to be with... oh, wow. Mike Schaefer takes the pull away from Josh Cole with a 35.413 here this evening. Great job there by the number 29 of Mike Schaefer here to try to bring home that championship in that number 29 machine. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the racing so far. I think I got to the bottom of my mic issue. I'm not positive on that, though.
Hey, Waylon, are you planning on qualifying there? Or are you gonna start the race?
Testing. Hello.
Oh,
Testing. Okay, so we got that.
Alrighty. All right, guys. I just want to thank all of you for a great season here, and I wish the best of luck to the Final Four, and we'll crown our champion tonight of the series. Bear with me here as my race control partner couldn't make it tonight, so it'll just be me. So if there's any incidents or whatnot, please just let me know, and please try to stay cool and calm about it, and I'll try to review it the best I can and deal with it during the race. Other than that, everybody, good luck. Let's try and keep it clean, and we'll start the race here very shortly.
All right, so we're going to get ready for the race here soon. But let's see if we can get our mics working here a moment. See if we can get a hold of Josh Cole. Good evening, Josh. How's it going?
What's up, buddy? I guess
not a whole lot. Just trying to make sure I got audio working.
Like a minute or two
Thought maybe you would start on the pole here tonight, but
if 5 minutes to go,
you didn't quite
get figured out
to that
session, guys, if that's all right.
Yeah, I came out of turn 2 a little too low, and it kind of gave up a couple tenths. But I feel like I got a fast Fleeger Farm Chevrolet tonight. Try to get out here and hopefully take all of that I can.
Well, good luck to you here tonight as we're getting set to go. Just, yeah, I think Mike's going to give you a run for your money here tonight, but all 4 of you playoff contenders are up there in the top 4 tonight to start tonight.
Yeah, like Atlanta last week, I mean, the track temps, I believe, when we were running practice, I think it got up to like 135. Car starts to slip around a little bit. Expect a lot of people to get loose coming out of the corners.
Yeah, you're sitting at 136 right now for a track temp.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, more the merrier, right?
Well, we'll see how well you can do. Hopefully you can pull that championship off. But you got some laps beforehand.
Yeah, I figured a groove that worked for me. I even ran a full field run. It felt great. Didn't lose that much time, so hopefully it works out for me tonight.
Well, hopefully, we looking like about 6 minutes left in qualifying, but I think they're going to cut it a little short if everybody's through. So
yeah, I hope we can. I'm ready to get racing, ready to get this night kicked off, started right.
Alrighty, well, good luck to you tonight.
Appreciate it.
All right, that's Josh Cole. I appreciate him bearing with us while we one, interview him there at the beginning of the night, and 2, getting our audio straightened out, as for some reason my one set of speakers is giving me a little bit of a hassle tonight. But we got it worked out. We're going to be good to go now as we get set ready to roll here tonight in the Friggy Diggy Arca series. All right, so our starting grid tonight. There's your 8 drivers contending here this evening. Mike Schaefer there in the pole position in that number 29. Starting his outside, row number 1, that's going to be Josh Cole in the number 43. Starting inside, row number 2, in 3rd position is Chris Pendle in that number 94. Starting 4th on the outside of row 2 is the 03 of Rick Schneider. Brett Bray in the 60. Starting in 5th, inside row number 3. Outside row number 3 is Logan Spencer in that 6th position. Out inside row number 7 is Matthew Semple in that number 8. And inside row number 4th and 7th. Outside row number 4 in 8th position is Waylon McConnell out there in the number 75. All right, as we get set to roll here tonight from Homestead, Miami for the Friggy Diggy Arca series. As we get rolling off here tonight. Lights are out. We're going to be going green here before too long. Green flag is out. We're down and away, and Josh Cole getting off to a nice restart or a nice start here as Mike Schaefer works back down there on the inside, coming down here into corner number 1. You see the 03 School Machine looking to the middle of the racetrack as they work through 1 and 2, back out here onto the backstretch. Down the backstretch here now in the corner number 3. All right, down here in the corner number 1, Josh Cole has taken the early lead as we're out front, coming down the backstretch, and it is going to be single file here. There is only 8 cars tonight, so it shouldn't really be too big of an issue. We should be able to click these laps off pretty quickly as long as nobody gets a little bit throttle happy. As you see there, the 94 of Chris Pendle sitting there in 3rd. Right now, Josh Cole out front in that number 43 machine. And we're set to rock and roll as the 43 come down here through 3 and 4. If I'm not getting my corners goofed up again, which I sometimes do. Now it looks like they're coming down the front stretch to make it lap 4. And Josh Cole is there in 1st. They were on board with Rick Schneider as he works down through the bottom side of 1 and 2. And he's out of Sheboygan Falls. As they hide down through a corner here. And the 94 of Pendle's trying to chase down Rick Schneider. Mike Schaefer back here in at number 29 is trying to look for a way to get up there to battle in the top 3. But pretty much just seeing about his strategy. If it's going to stay green, he doesn't want to use them tires up too much. We got Chris Pendle coming down here in the corner number 1 and 2 as they work onto the backstretch, side by side there for second. Try to see if I can pull up something here because I thought we have stage breaks as well, and I'm trying to figure out when those stage breaks are. Looks like for tonight, stage break. Stage number 1 will end at lap 33. Stage number 2 at lap 67. So those are your 2 stage breaks tonight. And I know we talked about this earlier. We got a moment here now to talk about with the Friggy Diggy Arca series. And it's we're here at Homestead, Miami, 1.48 of a mile, 137 degrees for a track temperature, 4-foot altitude, 78 degrees as an ambient temp, 45% humidity, partly cloudy with 2-mile-per-hour winds. And I am your host, Adam Fleeger, up here in the Fleeger Farm TV booth. As Josh Cole still up front, Rick Schneider falling back there into third, Chris Pendle up to second as he's setting his sights on that number 43 of Josh Cole, and he's out of Aberdeen, Ohio. As Pendle comes down the backstretch into the corner here on 3 and 4. Coming back around to the front stretch. Or am I wrong? Nope, I am right. That's the front stretch. As they come underneath Barney. There in the flag stand down here in the corner number 1. Everybody's still single file. Waylon McConnell there in 4th. Mike Schaefer there 5th. Brett Bray 6th with Matthew Semple in 8th. There you see, and the 94 is slowly gaining on Cole as the time goes on here, as the gap slowly is only about a half a second right now. And as they come down, it kind of decreases through the corner, and it opens up a little bit on the straightaways. So Pendle a little quicker through the corners than what Cole is, because that's where he made some of his ground, was through 3 and 4 that time. As he comes down, Josh Cole opens up the gap through 1 and 2. No, Pendle trying to get that turns 1 and 2 figured out as they're coming up on slow traffic. That's Logan Spencer that's having some issues there. You see some front end damage on that machine already. They're coming down the front stretch down here in the corner number 1. Josh Cole out front, Pendle there in second. And we got Logan Spencer back here. Matthew Semple, though, is out of this race possibly. So he'd be racing control possibly. As Josh Cole's out here first. So that's going to only give us a 7-car field if I'm looking at everything correctly here this evening. Thank you all for tuning in to Fleeger Farm TV on the pole as we still remember our fallen firefighter of Corey. As you see up there above the name, or above the station info there on the bottom right hand of your screen. As we're heading down here in the corner number 1, Chris Pendle is trying to get up there to Josh Cole. But Josh Cole, I believe, got around Spencer, and he did, as they work through 1 and 2, back off a 2 now, onto the backstretch. Josh Cole still the leader. Chris Pendle second. Rick Schneider there third. Waylon McConnell 4th. And let's see if I can pull up anything about this track real fast while we're sitting here watching them go around in circles. So some facts about it, if I can get it to come up. Located in Homestead, Florida. And it's 1.5 mile or 1.48 mile. I'm not sure exactly which is correct. Turns are 6% progressive banking. Straights are 3 degrees of banking. Oh, I'm sorry. That I was reading the wrong one. That was what it used to be, but when they redid it in '02, or end of '02 into '03, it became 18 to 20 degrees progressive banking and 3 degrees on the straight. So the straights didn't change, but the turns definitely got a little bit more bank to them as we see there as they work through the corner. As you're on board with Waylon McConnell here running fourth. As you kind of look out the windshield here of Waylon McConnell about how that banking works through the corner. Down the front stretch, Josh Cole out front, still as the race leader. Christopher Pendle there in second. Rick Schneider there in third. As we're closing in on halfway through the first stage. Sorry, couldn't quite figure out what word I wanted to say there. It's the first stage that we're almost halfway through. As we're working down through the back stretch here into turns 3 and 4. Coming back here onto the front stretch now. As everybody's still single file. Rick Schneider there third. Waylon McConnell sitting fourth. Mike Schaefer fifth. Brett Bray there in sixth. As Mike Schaefer goes around Logan Spencer. So Logan Spencer not quite having the night that he wanted here, as he was just out here trying to get some track time in that number 89, as he is not a contender, but still probably would have liked to have seen his night go a little better than where it's currently at. As you can see, kind of that track that car has. It's a little bit crooked coming down the straightaway. Kind of got a little bit of a crab walk to it as he works around the speedway here tonight. Josh Cole still out front with Chris Pendle there second. Rick Schneider trying to chase him back down so he can get back up there to that second spot. Mike Schaefer, after starting on pole, he's sitting back here in fifth, so not sure exactly what his thought process is other than saving his equipment and maybe coming on hard towards the end of the race here tonight. Josh Cole up there in front still with Chris Pendle there second. Rick Schneider there third. And then you see them all coming down the front stretch down here in the corner number 1. Pendle running a lower line. The interval between Pendle and Cole really hasn't changed a whole lot, as it has gone down to like 0.4 seconds. Now we're sitting about 0.6, 0.7 as they come back through 3 and 4 down here in the corner. As Pendle's up against that outside wall, he may be against that wall, and so is Schneider as he comes off the corner. I thought I caught that car up against that outside wall. Well, that's not where you want to put the car. You don't want to be up there against that outside barrier. It kind of reminds me of my old PlayStation game I had. It was an old demo derby game. And I remember the guy, whenever I'd be so damaged I couldn't steer the car, I'd start running around on the outside of the barrier. And especially in the bowl. He would come across the loudspeaker and said, "Stay off them barriers, they'll slow you down." And he wasn't kidding. I would assume that's the same thing here, as if you're on the barrier, it will slow you down. It definitely won't help you keep your speed up, that's for sure, as it's definitely helped put a distance now between Josh Cole and Chris Pendle, as Rick Schneider as well, as you're looking at about a 1.5 second gap between that of Josh Cole and Chris Pendle. Rick Schneider still sitting third and trying to chase Pendle down. And there you see William McConnell coming out of the corner as well, coming underneath the flag stand here at Homestead. Mike Schaefer here in fifth. Was our pole sitter, but sitting back here in fifth right now. Brett Bray back here in that 60 machine, that X-Side sponsored machine. Closing in closer to about I want to say about 12 laps to go in first stage. With Josh Cole, our leader, Chris Pendle there second, Rick Schneider third, Waylon McConnell fourth, Mike Schaefer there fifth. And the race is winding down here for stage number 1. As we work on by, it is Josh Cole out there in front, Chris Pendle there in second, with now 10 laps to go in stage number 1. So when that lap counter hits lap 33, caution will fly, and we will get with our stage 1 winner if we can. If we can get our radios to connect to the stage 1 winner. As we're looking, here comes Waylon McConnell down the pit lane access road as he's coming into the pits. Here under green flag, Waylon McConnell here, Waylon McConnell, or that's Mike Schaefer, on here in that number 29, Brett Bray, and that number 60 moves up here in the 5th as McConnell goes to the pits here with 10 laps to go in stage number 1. Josh Cole still the race leader here tonight as we got everything rocking and rolling here tonight. As Rick Schneider is third. Mike Schaefer, there you see him coming along there in fourth. So I'm kind of curious what Mike's strategy is here tonight. As Mike's kind of sitting back here, started pole, but has ended up back here in fourth. We know he's got a fast car for this racetrack. But does he have... What strategies is he currently running? That's kind of what I'm kind of curious to know about Mike, is what's Mike's strategy? Because the cars are all strung out now all around this racetrack, down here in beautiful Homestead, Miami. I'm not exactly sure what Mike's strategy is. I mean, he's just now coming across the start-finish line as Cole is coming out of the corner and currently on the middle of the backstretch, coming down here into corner number 3 and 4. As we said before, Logan Spencer in the Red Bull 89, not quite having a night he was hoping for, as he's back up there, slamming that outside wall once again here through turns 1 and 2. Josh Cole still racing up here in the lead with Pendle here in second, Schneider in third, Mike Schaefer in fourth. Waylon McConnell, he's now back out on the racetrack here, but he's got to try to make sure that he stays ahead of the leaders here. And it looks like he is. Looks like he is. Well, no, he's not. I'm sorry. He is a lap down to the front 3. As we're on lap 27, and pit stops may be coming here before the stage. We will have to see as the drivers work on calculating their fuel run. There you see the 03 of Rick Schneider coming in. Josh Cole is in as well. Out of hands the lead over to Chris Pendle. As Pendle now comes around here, making lap 28 here tonight. As we're heading down here in the corner number 3 and 4, as you will see here, Pendle comes into pit road, and he most certainly does. And that's going to hand the lead over to Mike Schaefer, unless Mike Schaefer brings it in. But it does not look like, as it looks like the drivers have to enter it from the backstretch and come around. So Mike Schaefer now our leader. And I wonder if that was kind of Mike's plan, was see if he could fuel save it till the end here. I'm not sure if he was able to or not, as everybody has pitted now except for him and Bray, as Pendle's down pit road. Mike Schaefer out here in front with lap 29. So about 3 laps to go in the stage. Lap number 30 on the board. And Brett Bray down pit road. Josh Cole here in third. Gonna come around and takes back second. Mike Schaefer, though, back here on the backstretch, a half a lap ahead of Josh Cole. Waylon McConnell back into pit road. Brett Bray in the pit road. Josh Cole still sitting here in second. As Mike Schaefer's out front, making it lap number 31. We got 2 more laps to go here in stage number 1. And we're coming down here into the corner. Josh Cole here in second. Rick Schneider there in third. Chris Pendle there in fourth. Brett Bray there in fifth. Logan Spencer there in sixth. As everybody comes roaring there, it is lap number 32. Does Mike Schaefer have enough to come back around and make it lap 33 for the stage break? And I believe the stage flag comes out at the north of the lap, which means as soon as that ticker hits lap 33, there you see him come trying to roll it across the line. I think he might be out of fuel. That or he just kind of coasted across the line. See if we can get a hold of Mike here. Once we get him safely to pit road, we'll go ahead and get a hold of Mike. So you see Schaefer running that low line, trying to keep all that fuel in that machine as much as he can. Down on the apron, really trying to shorten his loop around the racetrack. As we know, he has to be on fumes here at the end of this one. Might be getting word Schaefer may be out of fuel, coasting it back around the backstretch here. A little bit of help there from the 75 of Waylon McConnell. Teammate. Schaefer's got a long trek down pit road since he qualified there in first. All right, let's see if we can grab a hold of Shaper. Good evening, Mike. How's it going?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You decided you didn't need fuel to end that stage, did you?
I just thought I'd see how far we can stretch it for later on in the run.
Did you think you were going to come out with that stage win, or were you just kind of testing the waters for later?
Just testing for later.
Well, you had the fast car in qualifying, and now you're running around fourth or fifth currently. You kind of were there quite a bit throughout the night.
Yeah, it's just saving our stuff and saving fuel and just planning for later.
All right, so we'll see you a lot in stage 3 then coming towards the front.
Let's hope so.
Alrighty. Well, who's your shout outs and stuff for helping you get this stage 1 victory?
Just Rick and Waylon, appreciate Waylon. Give me a push there. Get in the pit. So, and
well, definitely teammates helping one another here.
that's it.
So, well, good luck to you as the race goes on. Hopefully, we'll get back green flag racing here shortly.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, Mike Shaper, our stage 1 winner here tonight, and that puts, after all the pit stops, looks to be Rick Schneider out on point with Pendle second. Josh Cole sitting here in third. As they come on down through here in the corner number 1, the 75 of Waylon McConnell trying to get back around. Pace car is off. We're going to be green flag racing from Homestead once again as they come down the front straight in the corner number 1. Rick Schneider out front there in the 03. Josh Cole back here in second. Chris Pendle there in third. Mike Shaper there fourth. Brett Bray currently sitting fifth with Spencer and McConnell laps down here tonight. As Spencer is 2 laps and McConnell is 3 laps down. So that's going to keep the top 4 up here, still battling it out. 1 through 4, that is your top points contenders. As you 3 of them right there together, trying to make the battle happen. As Pendle now takes over the lead from Schneider. Josh Cole there in third. And Shaper's there in fourth. And has a mireful of Brett Bray. No, I'm sorry, not Brett Bray, but Waylon McConnell. As Waylon McConnell's trying to get some laps back, hangs it out there coming out of the corner and almost up into the outside wall coming off of 2. Down the backstretch here, heading into corner number 3 before they get too far spread out. Let's go ahead and heat it up. we're back here on the green flag run, and here we're on board with Rick Schneider coming out of 2, down the backstretch. Josh Cole trying to chase down Pendle as they're working hard down through the corner here. There you see Mike Schaefer not going too far out of the picture as he's currently sitting there in 4th. Brett Bray in 5th. Up back a little bit off the leaders here as they're working down here through the front straight underneath Barney and the flagman stand down here into corner number 1 as they head down around. Here out of 2, and it is going to be Chris Pendle up there in 1st, Josh Cole there in 2nd, Rick Schneider 3rd with Mike Schaefer there 4th, Brett Bray coming around for 5th. There you see Josh Cole up there up top. As he's way up the racetrack there in corner number 1 and 2. Coming off, he's going to try to dip it down, get a run off the corner, trying to chase down Pendle there out front. But as you heard from Mike Schaefer, he's just kind of sitting back here. He realized that he's sitting 4th. It's only lap 43. This stage goes until, I think I said lap 67. So he was testing the water, see how long the fuel run is, see how well he could save. Trying to test the waters for earlier as we got Waylon McConnell back in the pits in that number 75. Unsure. Waylon is just struggling now as he seems to have quite the crab walk going on as well. As the 89 seems to have gotten his straightened out for the most part as Spencer's coming back down here out of the back stretch down here in the corner number 1. And McConnell's now in the pits trying to get that car back underway, fixed and back underway as Pendle still leading the race here with Josh Cole in 2nd. And I think it's going to be a great battle for points here tonight. Not sure who you viewers are going to be cheering on as we got Chris Pendle out there in front, Josh Cole 2nd, Rick Schneider sitting there 3rd, and Mike Schaefer sitting 4th. Those are your 4 playoff contenders here tonight in this championship race for your championship 4. Now, I wish we could have seen a bigger field here of cars for the championship race, but I understand life happens, life comes first type things. So, unfortunately, we got just a small handful, but it's still a battle hanging out up here in the front. Everybody's trying to get around the racetrack, keep the cars clean, but still try to make up positions as they come off of corner number 2 now down here in the corner number 3. And it's still Pendle out front, but look at Josh Cole. He's finally getting that run he's so long waited for as they work down through 3 and 4. Josh Cole now goes up, and Pendle goes up to block. Josh Cole looking low, gets back behind, get a little bit of drafting help down the front straightaway down here in the corner number 1. Josh Cole dipping to the inside. Pendle's going to stay up a little bit. Does Cole have the momentum to kind of sneak a nose in there? No, he does not. As he comes roaring off of 2, it's still going to be Pendle out front with Josh Cole there in 2nd. And there's about a 0.3 of a second gap. As they work here off of the corner. Pendle back up there against that outside wall. Josh Cole falling back a little bit now. As Rick Schneider also falling back. He's there about a half a second behind Josh Cole. And now Josh Cole and Rick Schneider about the same distance behind from one to the other. As Josh Cole now closes back in on Chris Pendle. As they come down here back in the corner number 3. Josh getting that run on that outside. Got to be careful not to get too far up there to that outside wall. Getting that run back out here. Dips it down to the inside. Still second place as he comes across the line down here in the corner number 1. And Pendle sitting out there in the lead. As we see that number 43 of Josh Cole out front trying to make something happen down here back into corner number 3. As they were down the backstretch here. And it is going to be 17 laps to go when they cross the line here in stage number 2. Now, one thing's to say, with the lower count cars, we are down here in the corner number 1, in the 2. One thing with the lower count, as I was trying to say, is there isn't as many cautions and that going on, so Josh Cole here in second, Rick Schneider here third, Mike Schaefer in fourth, as everybody works around the racetrack here tonight, trying to figure out who the champion is going to be. As we got Josh Cole down here in the second position, trying to get down through there in the first position as they work down here through 1 and 2 once again with the 94 of Chris Pendle out front. Mike Schaefer back here in fourth with Brett Bray fifth. Brett Bray, looks like, for a minute I thought he was down there on the apron of the racetrack, but guess not. He's back at it again. As we see Josh Cole coming out of the corner, up here in corner number 1 now. Still trying to chase down the 94 of Pendle. Rick Schneider's back here in third with Mike Schaefer there in fourth, as those two drivers are a little bit separated. But as we saw there in stage number 1, kind of the route Schaefer took, just kind of sitting back here. He knows he's trying to save stuff, getting a little loose out of 4 there. As they come back down into corner number 1. He knows he has the machine to compete. He don't want to tear it up. So that's his biggest thing here right now. That he's trying to save everything he can, every inch of that car for the third stage. Because the third stage, the longest stage here, as we said, the stage number 2 will end at lap 67. Then they got to go all the way to lap 134. So Schaefer's just trying to see if Schneider, Cole, and Pendle are all going to go and use their equipment up. Now we see Cole getting back up there to the bumper of Pendle. Coming out of corner number 2. Cole is there. Can he get a momentum run down the backstretch coming down here into corner number 3? And he does not, as that Impella just does not quite have the power that Mustang does quite at the moment. This is a very tough racetrack. It seems to get the pass done at, as it seems like everybody's running very similar lap times right at the moment. Nobody's looking to be pushing much harder than the other as they come roaring down here in the corner number 1. Once again, Cole up there against the outside. Oh no, he's into the outside barrier. That's going to open up some gap between him and Pendle as they work off a 2. They come down out of 2, down the backstretch in the corner number 3. Pendle out there in first. Josh Cole there in second. Rick Schneider third, with Mike Schaefer there in fourth. Chris Pendle still hanging out there out front, up there, way up against the outside wall as they come off of 4. Cole also up there against that wall, gets a little loose coming off of 4, but now he gets it back under him, back down here in the corner number 1. Lap number 56 here on the board as they come through 1 and 2, back out on the backstretch. As Josh Cole in that Flinger Farm TV. Impala is coming down here trying to find a way to get that Impala into the victory lane here tonight and take home the championship as well. Chris Pendle, though, he's also one of the championship racers, and he's trying to as well take home the win and the championship here tonight. Right behind him, those two, is Rick Schneider. He'd also like his chance to try to take home that championship as well. Mike Schaefer back here in fourth, also trying to take home the championship here tonight. Chris Pendle now as Josh Cole, who is inside. Josh Cole trying to get that pass to happen as they work down through the restart zone down here on the front straightaway. Josh Cole was not able to pull it off that lap, but we know Josh Cole is there now. Now he's looking back to the inside as they come through 1 and 2. Pendle up against that outside wall once again. Josh Cole down there on the bottom side as they work off of 2. Cole cannot get there, but he's there, but not there yet. If you kind of can understand that a little bit here because of racing, the way racing can be. You know, they always say it's easy to catch them. It's tougher to pass them. And we're seeing that right now between Pendle and Cole as Schneider is back here in third watching all this go on. And a little farther back is Mike Schaefer and Brett Bray here in that number 5, in that 5th position in that number 60. Josh Cole, though, this is the battle on the racetrack. As everybody else is kind of spread out. As we said, we got 7 cars on the track. And as you see on the map, our closest battle is right here between Josh Cole and Chris Pendle. As they come out of 4 back across the start-finish line, Cole's still trying to gain on Pendle, and Pendle's still trying to hold on to that lead. He knows Josh is there. And he's just going to hold his line, run the line that he's comfortable with, run the line that he knows. And as he keeps doing that, he makes it very difficult on that 43 machine to get around. As he's looking to the inside once again, down here through 3 and 4. Pendle up there on the high side still. Cole now drifting up out of the corner. Going to try to get a run down the front straightaway. Does not quite do it here with lap 61. And lap 67 is going to be the stage. And there you see Waylon McConnell back on pit road once again. Waylon McConnell, Logan Spencer not quite having a race they were wanting. Rick Schneider. Not sure what happened to Rick Schneider as he was doing well, and now all of a sudden Schneider is out. Schneider was up towards the front. Not sure exactly what happened to Schneider. Schneider was a playoff contender and now is showing as out. Brett Bray a lap down. That's going to really change things up here tonight between Pendle, Cole, and Mike Schaefer. Curious to know what exactly happened, though, to the number 03 of Rick Schneider, as he's always a great contender. And all of a sudden, he's just not out here on the track anymore. And I don't see him entering the pits. I don't see him calling for a tow. I don't see anything. So the only thing I can come up with is, did Schneider have a packet loss here on iRacing? Did iRacing drop him? Sounds like the 43's coming to pit road here at lap 63. Mike Schaefer in the 29. Staying out, as we saw him do there in stage number 1. Pendle still our race leader out here in the number 94. Okay, so we got to figure out what happened to Schneider. At the stage break, we'll see if we can get a hold of Schneider after we get with our stage 1 winner. As pit stops are taking place, Schaefer comes back around. He's going to make it lap 65. He's got 2 more laps to go here in stage number 2. Is he going to hold on to it, or is he going to bring it in a little earlier this time? Logan Spencer crashed. Unsure what happened there with Spencer. And we got Mike Schaefer out here in front once again. Strategy kind of playing off a little bit. He's not really burning the car up, not really burning the tires off of it. And yet he's looking really good out here in front right at the moment. As he's got about a 21 second gap over him and Josh Cole. And sounds like Schaefer is pitting in this lap. As he don't want to push it like he did in stage 1. So he's pitting in this time. All right, no, he isn't. I thought he was going to pit in, but he doesn't. Caution comes out.
Tell me about your car, bud.
So Schaefer takes stage number 2 as well. And let's see if we can get a hold of Schneider here. Not sure exactly what happened. Or, you know what? We'll just get with Mike Schaefer. Maybe Schaefer can tell. So, all right, Schaefer, you came out with the win once again. You there, Schaefer? Oh, man. What again? Can't seem to hear you now. I don't know what's going on with my, You there, Schaefer? All right, so I can't get a hold of Schaefer. What about Schneider? Schneider, can you hear me okay? All right, so I don't know what's going on here. Josh, do you have a copy?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, there you are. Okay.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Just trying to get a hold of somebody, and I can't seem to get anybody to talk. Did you happen to hear over the driver radios what happened to the 03?
It's somehow packet lost.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, he had a great race going, and all of a sudden, he's just no longer on track, and I saw no markings about a crash. I saw nothing. And
Yeah.
That's a tough break for him. He had a great run going tonight, too.
Yeah, I hate seeing that for Rick. Rick's been good this year.
Well, that takes it down to the 3 of you to battle it out here tonight.
Yeah, Schaefer's got the better fuel strategy, but I think if it goes green, I think we'll be able to run him down with just pitting our normal cycles.
Well, I know Schaefer's got stage 1 and stage 2 under his belt. Kind of had to get a little bit of teammate help there at the end of stage 1 to get back around to pit road.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see how the strategies are playing out tonight.
Yeah, it is. It's a fun race, man. I've been having fun out here. It's gets a little tricky when everybody's you get behind somebody and it just gets loose coming out of the corners, man. It's like they flick dirty air.
Well, good luck to you, Josh, and we'll see if you can bring home a victory for the Flicker Farm TV crew here tonight.
That's the plan, buddy. That's the plan.
Alrighty, well, good luck, and maybe we'll be talking to you after the race as well.
I sure hope so.
Alrighty. That's Josh Cole, currently out there in that number 43, as you see there. And as we kind of suspected, packet loss for Rick Schneider in that 03. So unfortunate there for Rick Schneider, as he is, looks like he may be back out on track, but many laps down. There he is. There's Rick Schneider. He's in 6th. Not sure exactly what happened there to to cause packet loss, but he had some packet loss, so he had to kind of reboot his everything and get back in here. So hopefully everything's stable now for him. Good luck to him as the night finishes out. Not quite the race he was wanting to have, but just like IRL racing or real life racing, these guys can deal with technical faults as well. Especially with the internet. Internet can get a little funky sometimes. Well, it looks like Schneider's 4 laps down. All the leaders come back in, topping off. Mike Schaefer, as we talked to him earlier, he's not too worried about the other drivers. He's just going to run his race, try to stay out there, stay out there on the lead lap per se. And really just race his strategy. He's not really worried about racing the other drivers, not really worried about racing the other cars. He's just kind of one with the track right now, trying to make the best for his car come alive. And really, the first 2 stages has done a great job with fuel conservation, saved the fuel, and as everybody else was pitting in, cause of being out of fuel, they oh, the green flag is out. Little odd there the way that one took place, but we are back green flag racing. Bray goes down to the inside, lets the faster cars around. Has Chris Pendle, Josh Cole out front, battling it out once again. Schneider working around Bray now, up there in at number 29, sitting third now. Rick Schneider back here in 6th, 4 laps down. Logan Spencer, 2 laps down in at number 89. And as you heard Cole, he's very, very upset. Looking forward to Season 2 champion. All right, Chris. Well, we'll see. Hopefully the driver you're rooting on here, not sure if this is Season 1 or Season 2, as this is my first season here. Pendle is out front. Cole there in 2nd. Schaefer back here in 3rd. Brett Bray 4th. Logan Spencer 5th. A few laps down. Rick Schneider 4 laps down. Thank you to everybody tuning in here to Fligger Farm TV on the pole and Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network over on the Roku side. I know I don't have that up and running for me to directly put it there, but hopefully Rick's helping me out. All right, so this C-Law and all right. So I did get confirmation this is Season 2. It's going to be interesting there, Chris, to see who pulls out the victory here tonight, as we're in stage number 3 now. And oh no, what happened there with Schneider, as he just all of a sudden seemed to check up, and Waylon McConnell had to make a very evasive maneuver to get around in that number 75 machine. Gets it back under control here tonight. As Chris Pendle out there in front, with Josh Cole trying to chase him down there in 2nd. As they work down the backstretch here on lap number 77. Chris Pendle still out front with Josh Cole there in second. Brett Bray now up to third as Schaefer falling back once again there to fourth. But as we know, Mike Schaefer has run back there in that fourth spot for quite a while tonight. And come to stage end, he is there. As Chris Pendle is out there in front, Josh Cole there second, Brett Bray in third. Yeah, it is definitely interesting there, Chris, to see the different strategies play out. Like I said, Josh Cole, Christopher Pendle, they've been up front, but just have not been able to close out the stages as of yet. As Mike Schaefer stayed out there, saved the fuel, done great fuel conservation, and ends up saving enough fuel to complete the stage laps and come out with the victory. Josh Cole now finally gets around Pendle, coming down the front straightaway in the corner at number 3. And Pendle now takes that lead over from Pendle. And Mike Schaefer retakes third over from Brett Bray. As they're working off of 2, back down through the backstretch. The 89 of Logan Spencer and Waylon McConnell are both on pit road. Not having the nights they were wanting. And Rick Schneider is 4 laps down. There he is. I was lost him for a moment. I'm like, did he click off the racetrack again? But no, he's right there. He's 4 laps down, sitting in 5th. Chris Pendle still sticking it to that high side. Been really good up there all race long, hanging on to that. Definitely made issues for Cole to get around, as Cole's been liking that middle lane through the corner. Middle to low lane. And then you see Pendle getting another run out there on the outside. Can he make it sticks? Yeah, Schaefer's definitely doing really well out here tonight. And hoping his long fuel strategy is playing out well in his favor. And Chris Pendle out front, Josh Cole there second, with Mike Schaefer there third, as it comes storming down here in the corner number 3. And Pendle got around Cole once again down here in the corner number 1. Cole now looking to see if he can get back up there. Pendle definitely given everything he's got. And there you see the 03 of Schneider. Schneider really should be racing up here at the front, but unfortunately is 4 laps down, trying to get one of those laps back here the hard way, as he's gaining on the leaders. Chris Pendle up there up top, running that higher line. There you see Josh Cole running a little bit lower line, trying to keep that momentum up, trying to get that clean air on the nose of that machine. And he's down there underneath the 94 of Pendle. As he worked down here through 1 and 2, there you see Cole back down there on the bottom side. Sliding back up, getting in behind Pendle as they run down the backstretch here. Front to back, it is going to be Pendle, followed by Cole and Mike Schaefer there in third, with Brett Brave fourth, with Rick Schneider there in fifth, Logan Spencer fifth, as their laps down. Waylon McConnell back on pit road after having some major struggles here this evening. As Pendle still out there in front with Cole trying to chase him down there in second. And you can see the different lines they're running as Mike Schaefer's back here a little ways, sitting in third. As we're on lap 87. Should be coming close to a fuel run window, possibly. As the 89 back down there against the bottom side of the racetrack. Got damage once again to the outer right corner of that machine. As the closest battle on the racetrack is right here between these two drivers. And there you see Schneider trying to get up there and get one of his laps back, looking to the inside of Cole. Cole just trying to hang on, make something happen as they work off a two back out here onto the backstretch. We're on board with Rick Schneider as they work down the back into corner number 3. Josh Cole there in second. Mike Schaefer there third. And Spencer, 11 laps down. McConnell once again back in the pits after he crashed another time. Nothing fantastic going on the racetrack, so let's see if we can see what happened to Spencer, as he's had a very, very difficult night. As you'll see, he gets loose coming through the corner. And really loose, ends up coming down, takes out the cone and into that inside wall once again. There you see Pendle coming on by the wrecked machine. Pendle still out front with Josh Cole trying his best to chase him down. Doesn't really want to push too hard, and I don't think Rick Schneider wants to push the issue too hard either, as hey, I think he's just up here trying to help somebody get to a victory, as he knows his chances of a victory here tonight are pretty well dashed after the unfortunate packet loss on that machine. Mike Schaefer there in third, trying to get up there to the leaders. There you see Rick Schneider coming in here at lap 92. So that may be an indication of pit stops to come. Because they should be able to split the stage here, if I'm looking at everything correctly. They should be able to split the stage. But unsure of that right at the moment. If anybody done good with their fuel conservation tonight, it's this man. It's Mike Schaefer, our Stage 1 and Stage 2 winner here tonight. As he tries to chase everybody down here into the corner. He's not too far behind the leaders, but he is behind. As Josh Cole rolls around here in second. Lost some ground, though, to Pendle. As Pendle comes around there in front, Josh Cole here in second, Mike Schaefer there third, Brett Bray fourth. Now near in the corner number one, it's Pendle. Out front with Josh Cole there second. Mike Schaefer. Been running really well all season. Been a strong contender all season and really hoping to finish it out strong here. Currently running fourth or third. Brett Bray here in fourth. Rick Schneider fifth. Back here about 5 or 6 laps down. Cole second. Chris Pendle there in first. Mike Schaefer, Brett Bray. And definitely keep in mind the sponsors for this league. Keep Digging, Admin Box, and 1% Designs. They're roaring off the corners here. And if you check out the description below, you'll see there is the logo, or there is links for all kind of things. But definitely check out the description, as there is links for Admin Box. There's links for there's a link for Keep Digging. And there's also 2 other links, as you see down there in the bottom right-hand corner, for Corey. The links are in the description area this week. Unlike last week, they're in the comments of last week's video or stream. This week, they are in the descriptions itself. So if you're wanting to help contribute, those are there. And I know everybody appreciates it. There's one there that is going to be split between all the victims, and then there's one there that is strictly for Corey's family, and they are labeled. Thank you again so much for all the support that Friggy Diggy has given us, and other leagues as well, along here with the staff of Fligger Farm TV. And they help give me the time to get on and bring you the broadcast that I do every night. But Josh Cole here tonight, sitting second. Chris Pendle up here in first, as it looks like Schneider has fallen back now once again, sitting back here in fifth. And he's now 4 laps down, as he got one of them back the hard way, I believe. And we're down to 34 laps to go. Or 35 rather, 35 laps to go. Chris Pendle out front with the lead. Whose strategy is going to help pull it off here tonight? I don't know, Chris, if you got something to say there in the comments on who to really look out for, as this is only my first season here. I'm trying to pick out which driver to really watch. I know Cole's strong, I know Schaefer's strong, and Pendle really showing how strong he is right now. But I think it's all going to come down to that final pit stop. Well, that's wonderful to hear. So not only are the drivers racing for the championship driver will be given a tumbler, as Keep Digging is going to give that away to the winner here tonight. Josh Cole sitting there second with Pendle there in first. They have relinquished the lead over to this man, Mike Schaefer. Now, here comes the question. We know Mike can push it on the long runs and save the fuel. When's he coming in? Mike Schaefer last pitted at lap 70. Everybody else is sitting on pit road now. Brett Bray out on track. Last pitted at lap 98, but is a lap down here to Mike Schaefer. There comes Schaefer into pit road now. Here's the thing. Is Schaefer going to take tires, or does he feel confident enough on gallon gas only? So we'll keep an eye on this guy here as he comes around the front turns 3 and 4. He's going to recapture that lead from Schaefer. As Schaefer looks to be taking tires. And here comes Josh Cole now here on the back straightaway. Or I'm sorry, on the front straightaway. Coming around into corner number 1. And Schaefer's down and away here at lap 103 after his completed pit stop. Rolling the bottom through 1 and 2 as Schaefer brings it back out here onto the speedway. Josh Cole having a great stop, gets him back out into front, about a second in front of Pendle. As they were running across the start-finish line here in just a moment, making it 104 laps on the board. 30 laps, or about 31 laps to go. And they're working there through turns 1 and 2. Back out onto the backstretch. Mike Schaefer back here in third. Brett Bray fourth. Josh Cole in first. Chris Pendle second. Mike Schaefer third. Those are 3 playoff contenders as it stands right now. Who's going to bring home the championship and the tumbler that I just learned about? I didn't realize that the championship driver was getting a tumbler. So who is going to receive that tumbler here from Keep Digging? Now working down here through turns 1 and 2. There you see Pendle Cole letting him by pretty easily. So now Pendle retakes the lead here out front. Cole might be trying to save a little fuel here, as Pendle and Cole pretty much are out front. Schneider here, or sorry, not Schneider, but Schaefer back here in third. About 8 to 9 seconds off of Josh Cole. Josh Cole's about a half a second off of the leader, and that is Christopher Pendle. So the championship 4 also get a championship payout. First gets $100. Trying to see what the others get, but $100 to first place here tonight. Thank you, Chris, for all your information you're giving us there in the chat. Definitely really appreciated. As track is getting real spread out as we've got fewer and fewer cars here running tonight. Chris Pendle, Josh Cole, Mike Schaefer, and Brett Bray, your 4 lead lap cars. When we started, we had 7 cars. Rick Schneider was a contender. Unfortunately, fate had other ideas for him tonight. As you see, Josh Cole way off the pace of Pendle. Second gets 50, third gets 25, and fourth gets 15. So that is your payout breakdown for the championship 4. Again, to run through that, first place gets 100, second place gets 50, third place gets 25, and fourth place gets 15. Well, even though Rick Schneider had some problems, he's not going home completely empty-handed, as he is your fourth place playoff contender here tonight. And these other three are still battling it out for the front one. Josh Cole there in second, Mike Shaper there third. So it's interesting to see how the top of the leaderboard will play out. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in to Pliga Farm TV on the Pole and Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network here tonight. All right, well, the cat's out of the bag there a little bit. If any of you drivers are watching the stream, I see there in the comments that the next season is going to be a winter season split between the Legends and the Super Late models. Now, here's my question. And Chris, I hope you can answer this, because there's two types of Legends here on iRacing. There's what I call the Legends, which are, I know as the 34 Coupe, or you have the NASCAR 87 Legends, which I call the 87s. So are they 87s or are they 34s for the Legends? Well, they both have asphalt. 34 Legends run asphalt. So I said, are they 34 or are they 87? So the 03 coming in the pit lane here this time with 22 laps to go. Okay, so it is the Coupe. I really enjoy them, so we're gonna have to get together after the race and maybe talk about next season, definitely. Because I love those Legend Coupes. They are a blast to run. They're a blast to drive. Christopher Pendle out here in front with Josh Cole there in second. Mike Shaper back here third. Those again are your playoff contenders that are still on the lead lap. Brett Bray also on the lead lap. Now, as you see there, we got Semple out. We got others on pit road. That is Schneider, Spencer, and McConnell all down here on pit road late in this one. 21 laps to go. Pendle out front. So that'll be interesting. I know I've tried to get a Legend that's really what it should be, is a lot of just having fun. And with that, I know I've tried to get a 34 Legends Coupe type of league going as well. I still have plans to do it for the Regal Wraps and Design, or for the WCXRA or White Cane Extreme Racing League, or Racing Association. I'm trying to get a 34 Coupe league going there. And unlike you, Chris, where yours is just strictly asphalt, we want to have kind of an old moonshiner style circuit. Pretty much run anywhere, on anything. So I'm looking at taking the Legends on the rally courses, dirt track, asphalt, and road. So we have a potential schedule worked out. Got a good mix on it. I believe Pendle's really getting upset with the outside barrier here tonight, as he worked off for that time. Ended up losing the spot to Cole. as they are working around off of 2 onto the backstretch once again. So if you're interested in an Asphalt Legends or in Super Late Model race, check out the Friggy Diggy Racing League, and I'm sure they'll help you get involved. As, like I said, them Legends, they're a blast to drive. Have some pretty good racing too. I decided one night I was going to take them on 20 laps at Daytona. That was interesting. We were kind of just testing the waters. We weren't sure if they'd have any draft to them or not. And surprisingly, there was a little bit of draft. There was a draft to those cars. We didn't think there would be, but there is enough to make a difference. We said if only we had a bigger field of, like, you know, the old NASCAR number of 43 car field. If we could find 43 drivers to race Legends at Daytona, we think it would be a blast. You know, nothing long, maybe 20 laps, nothing too strenuous. But like you said, Chris, just out there having fun on the racetrack. As Josh Cole is our leader, here comes Schaefer now. Schaefer making an appearance up here in the top 3, kind of as we figured with 16 laps to go. Pendle sitting here in 3rd now as Schaefer got around him. Schaefer getting up here and looking. We know he's got a fast car. He was the fastest one in qualifying, as he's now looking to the bottom side of Cole. Cole sliding up against that outside wall, coming out of turn number 2, and Cole's still going to hang on to it. Oh no, Schaefer loose as they come down the backstretch, and he's going to keep it collected. Great save there by Schaefer as he pulls it up behind the 94 Pendle. So now Schaefer still sitting there in 3rd. So they're running the off-season. They're going to run recruitment races in the next gens. Wow. Just some of the different things happening here at Friggy Diggy and the Friggy Diggy Racing League. And everybody comes roaring down the front stretch here. It is Josh Cole out front. Pendle there 2nd. Schaefer trying to gain that speed back that he so desperately needed and lost whenever he got loose coming out of 2. But did a great save. So, oh, he's loose again. Schaefer really struggling now in that race car as he's getting loose back here in 3rd. Just trying to keep the wheels under it with 13 laps to go. Josh Cole out front. Chris Pendle there in 2nd. Do we have enough fuel to make it to the end? It looks like the front 3 most definitely do, as they pitted at lap 101 and 102. As there's 12 laps to go. Josh Cole, our race leader, with Pendle there 2nd, Mike Schaefer there 3rd. Brett Bray a little farther back, and back here in 4th with Rick Schneider 5th. Spencer McConnell sitting in the pits. Schneider 4 laps down. As we got the championship night going on here from Homestead, Miami for the Friggy Diggy Arca Series here tonight. Everybody trying to chase one another down. Here comes Pendle for another shot at Cole as they come down here into corner number 1. 11 laps to go. Pendle getting a great run on Cole as they come out of corner number 1 and coming out of 2. And you see Schaefer really trying to keep that car underneath him. As for a couple laps, he really got them tires hot and he started skating around here. Kind of looking like he had a pair of roller skates rather than a race car, as he was just that loose. He looked more like he was roller skates on ice rather than a race car on the asphalt. Josh Cole now under fire from Pendle once again. And these two drivers, they've been running different lines through the corner. Now Pendle's really running that lower line the same as Cole. Not sure if that's to save fuel. Not sure if that's just to try to keep the draft, as he is back up to the bumper of Cole, coming down here in the corner number 3. Cole's going to drop down low. Where does... Good evening there, Roughneck Racing Network. Hope everything's going well over your way. It is championship night here with the Friggy Diggy Arca Series. We're going to crown a champion here tonight in just about 9 laps. As we're on board with Josh Cole heading down here in the corner number 1. Everybody's having a great time out here. And look out, here comes Schaefer. We've been talking about him all night long. He's got a car that can be a contender here tonight, and he goes right by both of Cole and Pendle down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Makes the pass look easy, and he now takes the lead here in the late stages of stage number 3. As long as he can keep that car underneath him, he's definitely got the momentum, got the speed. Did a lot of saving, a lot of conservation throughout the race. Pendle now taking second place from Cole. And now Pendle's up to the upside, looking as we're on board here, coming through corner number 2, as we're looking on. And there's Schaefer out front in that number 29 machine, heading down here into the corner. Pendle, there's second. Josh Cole third. Brett Bray back here fourth. But the race is not over yet, as Schaefer still is out front. But Pendle doing everything he can to get back up there. 7 laps to go here tonight in the Friggy Diggy Arca Series. And up there in the corner, you'll see the sponsors flipping through of 1% Designs, Admin Box, and Keep Digging. That was not what I wanted. Oh boy. Damn it. Sorry about that. Hit here at the studio. As we're still watching the race here with Friggy Diggy Arca Series, 6 laps to go as they come through 3 and 4. Pendle now trying to chase down Schaefer. Cole has fallen back here out of contention at the moment. We'll see if he can cool them tires off and do what Mike did and get up here to the front. As Pendle sitting running here in second. Great battles going on here tonight for the championship contenders. And as we said, the winner here tonight not only wins tonight's race, as it looks like we got the championship contenders battling for the win here. So not only are they winning the night's race, they're winning the championship. They're winning $100 and a tumbler. So a pretty good night there for whoever is going to become the championship here tonight, or the champion here tonight at Homestead. As we see somebody down there on the pit lane, and that's going to be Brett Bray, and at number 60 really had to cut it down to get out of the way of the leaders. As now Pendle out here in second, Schaefer out there in first. Schaefer really knows what the fuel strategy is here, as he's done it all night long, really pushing that car to the limits. As Pendle's sitting there in second. Schaefer really hoping he's got the fuel strategy figured out. Definitely coming down to fuel strategy here in my in my head's calculation, but not completely sure. As Pendle and Cole really push hard. Now they've fallen back, trying to save some fuel toward the end. Pendle still at the bumper, though, of Schaefer. Has fallen back some, though. Not sure if now he's worried about having fuel, but it looks like Schaefer out here in front, and at number 29 is doing a pretty good job of his calculations here tonight. Great job with that crew chief and team, getting that car out there in front, heading on its way to victory lane here tonight. Mike Schaefer, Chris Pendle out there, and second, third is Josh Cole. Rick Schneider, he was out there. He was a playoff contender, but unfortunately could not make it happen here tonight, as he is 4 laps down. Not sure if he's going to gain any more back, but he is still 4th place in the points, so he will end this with at least $14 in his pocket. Or 15, yeah, $15 in his pocket. So there you see Schaefer backing off a little bit. Here comes Pendle on the final lap here. Not sure if Schaefer's got the fuel to finish it out. This may come down to Pendle as Schaefer is up against the outside wall and slowly falling back here. Pendle having what it takes so far, it looks like, out there in front, rolling away with it. Schaefer possibly low on fuel, too low to contend, as here comes Pendle around for the race win. Out of turn number 4 for the final time comes Christopher Pendle in that 94 Gatorade sponsored machine, and it will be Pendle for the race win. Mike Schaefer there second, and Josh Cole finishing 3rd here tonight. So Pendle, great job there by him to finish this race out. So Pendle gonna be your race winner, or race your victory lane winner here. As Pendle is burning it down here, and well deserved here tonight. Let's see who we got here. 3rd place, that's gonna be Josh Cole, if I can find him. Good evening, Josh Cole. How's it going?
I'm hanging in there. What's up, buddy?
Well, you're hanging in. You didn't quite have the strategy, it seems, to finish this one off tonight.
Yeah, I just didn't save enough fuel as Pendle did. He pitted with me, and he managed to save a little bit more than I could. I ran out coming out of turn 3. I'm shocked he was able to save as much as he did. I don't know how.
Well, I figured it was going to come down to fuel strategy, because Schaefer also had the lead there up till the end, and then I think Schaefer ran out or ran low.
Yeah, it was all coming to the line. And like I said, I mean, I pushed a little too early, and then I started saving again, and then at that point I was made my own bid.
Well, it was still great watching the playoff contenders up here at the front really battle it out them last few laps, not knowing really who was going to take home the win. But still being a playoff contender, I think finishing 3rd, if I read my comments correctly here from Chris Law, you're going home with $25.
All right.
So
I'll
for finishing 3rd in the points.
yeah, that's awesome, man.
So not too bit terrible. So I mean, you still get something. Schneider, he
Nah.
didn't quite have the night he wanted either, with that whole connection issue. But even though he had that, he's still coming out, I believe, with 15, as he was 4th place in the points.
Yeah, I mean, I felt bad for Rick, man, especially on tonight out of all races to have Paget lost. That's crazy. You know, Rick has been contending for wins pretty much all season. He finally got one done last week, and I just thought that momentum would push him through. He had a fast car tonight also.
Yeah, oh, he definitely had a fast car. He definitely was up there. It was great watching you guys battle it out. And I was watching Schneider, and then all of a sudden, he's just gone, and I didn't know where he went. It was just disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate that for anybody, man, especially in those circumstances.
Oh,
He would have definitely been up there racing with us for the win there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like it was a season race. Well, it is a season race, but regular season race. It's for the playoff. It's for the championship tonight, and you don't want to see that for anybody.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's worse, either getting wrecked out on the championship race or losing service. I mean, that's just that's bad luck on his end. I feel bad for Rick. Much love for
Well,
Rick and all the guys I raced through the night, and
yeah,
definitely gonna remember this and practice hard for next season.
well, it'll be good to see how the off season goes. See what you guys bring for the next season. It's going to be interesting to see.
Oh yeah.
So, any shout outs you want to give here tonight for getting up here into the podium
Yeah,
position and third place in points?
yeah, man. Once again, big shout out to Chris, man. He deserves it. Especially going through his surgery and everything, coming back and doing what he did. That's just phenomenal. And then I actually had a spotter tonight. Puglisi ended up spotting me tonight. I asked him, and he did a real good job. And I just can't thank him enough.
Well, congrats again on that third place here tonight, and maybe next season we'll see you up towards the front more.
I plan on it.
Already. You have a great night there.
You too, buddy.
Alrighty. So that was Josh Cole. We're getting up with here with Mike Schaefer now. Mike, you there? Hey, Mike, you
Yeah.
there?
Got me.
All right, we got you. Congrats on second place here tonight. You think you didn't quite have the fuel strategy figured out there at the end, it seems.
Not quite. Pushed it a little too hard and just didn't have enough.
What I find interesting, though, is you pitted a lap later than Chris did, and Chris came around you like you were sitting still there at the end.
Yeah, I was about a half lap short. So,
Well, still
yeah, that
coming
was a
out
good run.
second. You got $50 for your efforts tonight.
Right.
Or from what I'm reading from Chris Law, anyway.
All right.
So your efforts didn't go unnoticed, that's for sure. It definitely
No.
put on some great racing here tonight. Between you, Pendle, and Cole, you guys were all battling it out. Schneider was also up there at the front battling it out until his packet loss happened. So, but great racing. Who's your shout out you'd like to give tonight for helping you get into second in points and second on the track tonight?
I just appreciate everybody in the league, man. It's been a fun season. Had a blast. They're all great racers and can't wait to do it again. Appreciate you putting on the stream for us as well.
Well, it was my pleasure to do so. It was fun watching it, and we'll see what we can do for next season.
Sounds good, man.
So you have a great night there, Mike, and hopefully you can get the cars figured out for next season. I don't know if you've heard what they are yet, as it seems like there's still a little bit of toss-up between a couple of different cars, but sounds like it should be
Whatever
a
it is, I'll
blast.
be there. Oh,
Sounds
yeah,
like it should be a
absolutely.
blast. So you have a great night.
All right, you too. Thanks, Adam.
All right, I'm Mike Schaefer. Chris, how's
How you
it
doing,
going?
buddy?
So you're here in Victory Lane tonight, not only as the race winner tonight, but also as the champion.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. I honestly didn't think I was gonna make it there on the end. I was trying to save so much fuel, kept turning the car off. With my button box, I know Josh was saving a lot of fuel. I didn't know if the 29 was in the championship hunt. I can't remember. But I know there towards the end he caught us and he had to sit back off and save a little bit. But once I got to about 2 laps to go and I seen I was about 2.5 to the good, I figured when I come to about to a lap to go, I went ahead and tried to save just in case. And then I got around the 29 on that line, and then I seen I had about like 1.5 to go to the good or something like that, or something like that. So I just took off and drove. I was just this place was really really slick tonight, but it was fun to drive. It's fun to race Adam and those guys there. That was a fun battle. I enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody for letting me race with you guys this year. I've enjoyed it. I know the race, the field sizes have been getting smaller every week, but it's still been a good race, and I enjoyed it. And I appreciate you, everybody, that's let me race.
It was definitely fun watching you, and we look forward to next season and enjoy that tumbler that's going to be coming your way.
I'm looking forward to that. Another time where my wife will be wanting to drink out of, I'm sure.
Well, congrats, and we'll hopefully see you next season. No matter what the car is, I'm sure it'll be a blast. And
Yeah. We'll see what's going on and see how everything goes, and we'll talk at you guys next season.
alrighty, well, you have a great night there, Pendle.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
You too. Have a good night.
You too.
So that was Chris Pendle, our race winner and our champion here tonight. As we're getting ready to sign off here, we'll take a look at our race results here for tonight. If they come up. There we go. We got Chris Pendle out there in first. Mike Schaefer there second. Josh Cole third. Brett Bray fourth. Rick Schneider there fifth. Logan Spencer in sixth. Waylon McConnell seventh. And Matthew Semple, I believe, was race control here tonight. So we definitely want to give them guys a shout out and thank everybody for coming out tonight and watch. Hope everybody has a great off season, and we'll see you back next season, hopefully.